What keeps you from getting the job done? Does a little rain keep you from getting out there and working? I think it's interesting that you look at these great fields that they've been working on for Amazon that I talk about so much, that I once ran through on the trail so often. And a little rain, and I'm just talking about a little rain, probably not even a 16th inch of rain, is falling, and all the great big caterpillars are stored up over there. Nothing's moving. All work has come to a cease. Now I'm guessing the dirt hasn't changed at all by this little 16th inch of rain. In fact, if anything, they don't have to spray it down to keep the dust down. I know it's not hurting the machinery because the machinery's over there sitting in the rain, just waiting for people to come back. I don't think it's because the guys don't want to work, because, well, the guys are covered up and they've got air-conditioned cabins on those great big tractors now. So I don't know what it is that makes it so that they don't go out and work when it's raining. But if there's one thing I've noticed in life, there are an awful lot of people that find an excuse to stop doing whatever it is that needs to be done in life. I get a kick out of those little memes on Facebook that say, do you remember? And they'll have a picture of a church key or something like that and say, do you remember what a church key is? Do you remember what a 45, that little hole thing in plastic in the middle of a 45 is? And I always laugh to myself thinking, as my generation gets older, pretty soon it's not going to have a picture of anything. It's just going to say, do you remember, ... And that's all. Do we remember? And I think about our generation that was raised by a generation that worked. They worked hard and they expected us to work, and so we worked hard. And so we look out and we see guys taking a break because there's a little bit of rain. We think, how come they're not working? What's the story? I think in your life today, it's important to remember there's always a good reason to take a day off. There's always a good reason to take a break. There's always a good reason to sleep in a little bit later. There's always a good reason just to go out and enjoy yourself. But in the same vein, there's always a good reason to push yourself through it, to push yourself through that little bit of rain, to push yourself through that weather that you think, oh, I'd rather not be out in this, because I'm guessing this light rain and 50-degree weather we're having today here in Riverside in May, which is unusual for us, is nothing compared to what they're going to be facing in August, when it's going to be 115 degrees, it's going to be roasting hot, and they're going to be wishing they had these overcast skies and this light rain. They're going to be wishing that they could have pushed through today. I don't know what kind of circumstance you find yourself in today and what you need to be pushing through. I hope you're not letting anybody else judge you. But what I would encourage you to do is this, is to remember that this rain today may be a piece of cake compared to the heat that's going to follow. And you may find yourself saying, man, I barely remember what those days felt like. Do you remember what it felt like? Enjoy today. Don't complain about it. Get out there in the midst of it. Make the very most of it. Summer is coming, and it's going to be hot. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Be motivated. Be the miracle in your world today, whether it's sunny, whether it's rainy, whatever it is. Get out there and be the miracle. Have fun.